Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, another Kraken concoction, but this one built around a rare from the new set that we haven't quite played yet. So quickly absorb the deck list and I will tell you a little about Dollhouse of Horrors. It's a 5-mana artifact that for 1 and a tap exiles a creature card from your graveyard to create a token that's a copy of the exiled card. Except it's a 0/0 construct artifact in addition to other types. This creature gets +1/+1 for each construct you control. It gains haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. I don't know how many times I checked out this card, and I always thought the card would get exiled at end step, like the creatures from Offspring's Revenge, something like that, but it doesn't. The construct, the token, actually sticks around, so you get a 1/1 version of a creature. So if it has a sweet ETB or an epic effect on the battlefield, sometimes a 1/1 version is totally fine. What has a big, epic effect on the battlefield? How about Hullbreaker Horror? Have you heard of this card? Getting a 1/1 Hullbreaker Horror can often be just as effective as a 7/8 because you just bounce all the opponent's stuff and never let them do anything again, and you use the Dollhouse to make it, so it only took 1 mana. So now you have a lot more mana to bounce all the things. It's a fun way to get the job done, that's for sure. There are some other hits in the deck. Let's go over the list. There are 4 Fading Hopes. That shouldn't surprise you in a deck with like the Hullbreaker Horror or 1 Leer, Disciple of the Drowned, or just a deck that wants to play some kind of stay alive time. Like this card is everywhere now. There are 2 copies of Spikefield Hazard. There are 4 copies of Syncopate. Syncopate, the counterspell of choice here. We only have 1 Leer, so we can't actually run counterspells. And Syncopate's a really good one because you can play it just for 1 mana and still bounce the spell if you have a horror in play. But it helps keep you alive long enough to do your horrible shenanigans. We got 1 Jacob Hawk and Inspector. We wanted a few more cheap cards, but we also need a critical mass of spells and interaction to stay alive long enough for the Dollhouse. But I wanted some creatures that could be in the yard that I could get back with the Dollhouse. Then we got 3 copies of Jawari Disruption. Then we've got 4 copies of Dragon's Fire, which we only have 1 dragon in the deck, but it keeps the opponent on their toes for Goldspan Dragon. And we have the Smoldering Egg. This, when it flips, gets the extra pip for Dragon's Fire, which is the reason we run Dragon's Fire. Then we have 1 copy of Thundering Rebuke, 2 copies of Shatterskull Smashing, all just designed to keep us alive. Of course, all these DFCs also help us hit land drops, which is great. And then we got 2 copies of Divide by Zero. Bounce the thingy on the stack or on the board. Learn the lessons. It's fun. 1 Prismari Command. Because we're casting stuff from the graveyard. Sometimes we want the treasures. Sometimes we need to kill an artifact, etc. We dig through our deck a lot. So having the 1-ofs does come in handy because we have 4 copies of Wandering Mind. This is another fun new card. A 2/1 flying horror. 4/3, look at the top 6 and select a non-creature, non-land card from among them. Put it in your hand with the rest on the bottom in a random order. This gets you to the Dollhouse. It also is good with the Dollhouse. Like the Dollhouse exiling this still gets most of the effect you want. You get a 1/1 flying version of Wandering Mind, and you still get to dig for a card. 4 copies of Unexpected Windfall, like the Izzet Kraken deck before. This is going to make some treasures and let us ramp up to Hullbreacher Horror or enough mana to do stuff with Dollhouse. It also lets us discard cards into the graveyard. So we can discard a Hullbreaker Horror to the Windfall, then play the Dollhouse, get it back, and have mana to use its ability right away. And 1 copy of Leer. Can't go too wrong with a copy of Leer in a deck like this. And in the sideboard, we've got some lessons. So that is the build of the deck. What my favorite thing about the deck is that we get to play Wandering Mind, get Dollhouse, put out Dollhouse, make more Wandering Minds, cast Unexpected Windfall, discard Hullbreaker Horror, get back Hullbreaker Horror with the Dollhouse as a 1/1, cast a removal spell, bounce another thing. It's like the kind of inevitability of the deck. Even if they deal with the creatures the first time, they just come back from the Dollhouse. So that's what I love most about it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The Dollhouse, as is often the curse, it seems, with this deck. Remember how I couldn't seem to play Hullbreaker Horror for like 40 minutes of video time? It just wouldn't play in the deck that had 3 of it. Well, Dollhouse acts the same way. For some reason, these new rares are very shy on camera, and we don't actually pull off the Dollhouse until pretty late in the video. And when we finally do, it leads to one of the most embarrassing misplay moments I've ever had. I want so badly to delete the footage and pretend it never happened. But I'm leaving it in for you guys anyway, so make sure you stick around to learn a little something about rules and interactions when I finally bust out the Dollhouse of Horrors. And no, it's not that I forgot that it's only a sorcery. Anybody wondering that? It's not that. It's something else entirely. There's also one of the more suspenseful moments of all time on the channel. Let me paint the picture for you. I've got an Ashmouth dragon, actually a smoldering egg about to flip into an Ashmouth dragon. My opponent has 3 creatures. I'm at 1 life. I draw a Fading Hope. They have one of those brute critters, the Brutal Cathar, but it's on the other side, so I can't target it because it takes 3 life to target it. I'm at 1 life. Did I mention that? 1 life, and I'm trying to figure out how to time this to actually clear the 3 opposing creatures my opponent has, one of which is a Thalia. Thanks. And what happens? Disconnect. What do we find when we come back? It might surprise you. So, let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. On the play. We'll see if Syncopate's a playable Magic card when you're on the play. I don't want the opponent to know about it, so I'm playing this on red, so this doesn't hold priority when they put a spell on the stack. I guess if they have maybe I want to hit a Chariot with this, because I can hit this with a Prismari command. It's a little awkward, though, because I'd love to kill this with Prismari command, and we don't want the Day Knight to flip. Let's grab the Windfall. We'll just discard this Syncopate. What the hell? Card is not shining today. Or we can just kill this. Again, doing it at non-instant speed because of the day-night cycle. And now we're ready to Syncopate a Chariot. Or an Arlen. You know, the bad Chariot. Day-night stuff. Again, gotta do it on our turn. But Lear is set up for success. We've got the bounce spells. We got a lot of good things going. Ooh, they do double spell. Okay, that flips the Day-night for us. Thank you. Permanently removes this token. Keep the Fading Hope. As a land, as a Lear. Opponent levels. Stormseeker. Sure. Let's see what they target. Target itself. If they attack with both, I get to kill something for free. They can draw a card. They might have a Snakeskin Veil, but we can blow it out with a Fading Hope. You coward. Alright. So, do you think they have some 1-mana way to deal with this? They do run snow, so it could be a Blizzard Brawl. I'm just going to take my damage. If, like, we could use our treasures and our Fading Hopes here, if they forced it. I just want to untap, and I don't think I can lose now. Nah, as long as we have land to play our spells, we're good. Bang. Man, look at all those instants. All those instants plus Lear is so nice. Opponent wants to go combat. Bounce here. Keep this in the hand so we have something to discard to the Windfall. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, you dead. More Fading Hope? Beautiful. They didn't even stay to see it. The massacre was in effect. Cool hand on the play. Let's give it a shot. Okay. What do you suppose this means? Big, juicy creatures. Small, annoying creatures. I don't know. Go away. Yeah, that gets us to the Hullbreaker Horror. Makes our draw nice and smooth. That's a lot of land going to the bottom. A lot of land there, guys. White mana. What you doing there? Oh, of course. An Aspirate. We got this Windfall. I'm going to hold the Wandering Mind back. It just forces them to put the counter on the Aspirate to attack. I don't think it's actually important if we kill them quickly. They might have wanted it on something else. That would be more annoying to kill. They see the Jawari, so they're going to play around that. So they're probably just going to play the Intimidator. Oh, they foretell. No idea what that means. Untapped land, thank you. Well, now I want them to come after me. Now I want them to walk into the horror show. Fine. They can't beat the horror. So let them have their showdown. They're obviously trying to pull some Kazul's Fury, I don't know, big power toughness nonsense, but it won't make a difference once the horror comes down. I block. Attack. Down to 9. We'll just say go. Do your worst. You have to beat Syncopate, Divide by 0, and Hullbreacher Horror. What do you suppose they're trying to set up? How do they get something so powerful that the Fury works? Is it just Goldspan Dragon? Kind of weird with Tormented Voice. I'm not sure what they're going for. I do know the horror takes a dump on it. This game was definitely the script, the nuts. They say good game, they open the door. The foretold card was Crush the Weak. Weird deck. Well, on the draw, do we keep it? It's a lot of Wandering Mind. And I don't know if this is going to be blue or red, and we're punished by our Field of Ruin. But as soon as we draw a different land that isn't a Field of Ruin, we know exactly what to do. And we have a lot of plays. Wandering Mind can even hit lands in this deck. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm sure it will be a mono-white nut draw, because why wouldn't it be? Let's play the Field of Ruin and keep our pathway options open for one more turn. See if we can draw something good. Interesting. So we want to Dragon's Fire that really bad. I guess I'll take 3 to do it. Probably one of the worst lands we could draw, but you take what you can get. It's better than none. No play. Well, then I'm going to hold up Syncopate. They have they have... Okay. A 3-mana 2/2 first strike, I guess. Good job on them for just playing it. Not being greedy. Okay, infinite creatures, as expected. So what do we need here? Spikefield Hazard is pretty good. They're probably going to power up the Faceless Haven, though, next turn and attack, and I'd have no good blocks. So I guess I'd prefer... I would prefer to draw a Fading Hope for the Faceless Haven, but I can't do that because I don't have enough blue. So I guess I have to play this Wandering Mind and play the Storm Giants tapped, most likely. Windfall. Does Windfall save us? Divide by 0 doesn't save us, that's for sure. I guess it'll have to be Windfall. Probably an easy Haven attack, but who knows? The training has begun. Down to 7. There's the Fading Hope. It's definitely late. I want to get this down because maybe next turn I could flip it. Free spells are one way back into this game, but the Wandering Mind is better. We also do have the Field of Ruin. We can do all this stuff. Okay, so we play you. We Field of Ruin the Haven if they power it up. We Fading Hope the best thing to Fading Hope. This can also block here. The manual taps out of mono white. Oh, come on. You monster. Okay, so now it's... Well, we can still Field of Ruin the Faceless Haven. They're probably going to activate it, but we can't Fading Hope anymore. I guess I'll just have to live without. Might as well do it now. What are they going to do? They're not going to do anything with their 2 mana. At least now we can go get red, which is kind of important. All right, draw untapped land, and we can use the Inspector, but we can't cast the spell because of the Thalia, unless we use the Wandering Mind. So we can still... Maybe we just double Wandering Mind, or we dig for a removal here. Another Fading Hope. Removal! Where art thou? If we play a second Wandering Mind, we don't have good blocks against the first strikers. We just have chump blocks. Not good. But here we go. What a cheater. At least it trades pretty well with Wandering Mind. Do we let them choose from the Fading Hopes? It prevents us from going double Fading Hope, but then might leave something better. Okay. I think we bounce the Initiate. It does leave us with no trades for the Wandering Mind. It's just a chump for the Wandering Mind, which is sad. If we bounce the Thalia here... Well, we can also do it on end step, but we have to go to 1 to do that. If we bounce the Thalia here, they just replay it. Do we just need a turn without Thalia to have a chance? Maybe we do. Let's see what we draw. That's good. That is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had known that was on top, I'd have done things differently, but now our position is a lot better. Our position's a lot better. Go. So we're going to bounce the Hopeful Initiate because this is going to make it a 3/4. Hello, Daddy. Okay, deep in the tank. Sorry, guys. Really got to think about these. Play the expensive one, use all our mana here. It can blow up the treasure. I guess I should have done that first. I didn't think about them blowing up the treasure. So, all that thinking and I do something stupid. Classic. Probably the worst card I could have. Alright, Initiate returns. I can play Horror for free, but if I don't draw the land with this thing, it won't be good enough. What else can I do? I can play the Wandering Mind, but again, if I don't draw the land, it won't be good enough. So we gotta do this. We gotta stall for time. I just need another land, and then I can exile a Horror, play it for free, and have Fading Hope to deal with two things, and have a 7/8. God. Okay. See what they target. They target the Inspector. I don't want to give up either of these. So they have to play it again, and they just take the Inspector again, and that's bad. So I need to do this. Beautiful. God, it's so close. All right, so I need to play the sorcery side as well. So let's do this now. We could just get Sciences, but it won't flip the dragon. And I want to flip the dragon. They have 2 cards in hand, so this will. Man, I really do want the life, though. And I do want the land. I'm going to hope I get it off the Teachings. I might even hit another 1-drop. Okay. Here it is, guys. Removal spell for the win. Can they draw it? No. They transform. I can't kill this now because it costs me 3 life. What the heck, man? But we can just kill this and get things back. So we kind of want a double spell, but we don't have a good way to do it. What if we just pass the turn? What happens? A lot of things could happen. Oh man, I don't really want them to hit this and take it back though, do I? No, I don't. Yeah, they transformed this on purpose and now they're going to double spell transform it back. So let's let them do the transforming. What a game. Everything's been just a little off. Oh, that's so good here. Oh no. We just need a spell to kill it though. It's okay. It's okay. We can pay 3 for this, but then we can't windfall. So maybe we windfall now? Or just pay 3 and do it? No! No! What? Come on! Oh my god, no! Game! The heck? I gotta go back in. Gotta go back in. What the hell, Magic the Gathering? It's been that kind of day, man. It has been a rough day. It's not launching. Oh, God. Checking for updates? You've got to be kidding me. Additional components? Screw you. What? What is going on? I'm in? Am I actually in? Is this happening? Where's my timeouts? It says I still have 2. There's no way. This can't be real. This has to be some kind of a clone. Oh, okay, we're still playing? Weird. There is no way, right? There's just no way. I just need a spell to do 2 damage to this, but this is going to take it anyway. Alright, so with Trigger on the stack, I can keep my dragon if I remove the Brutal Cathar. Oh god, what the hell was that? What a mess. I've had a power outage today, and now whatever the heck that update nonsense was, and then I don't know how it didn't use up all my timeouts. So we play a Magic, or... okay. We go first with Syncopate. This is where Syncopate's supposed to be a good card. Let's see if it behaves in a reasonable manner. This is mono white. They play mono white. Boring. 3 Syncopates. Thank God we're on the play. If we were on the draw, this would be, like, concession worthy. Yay, 1 Aspirant down. I have to pay 3 here. I can't let something resolve around me. Turns out we didn't have to, but I think it's too risky not to. I'm just going to counter them into oblivion. It's fine. It's fine. This is great. This is what Magic is intended to be. Ah, look at that exile pile. Just shove it all right where the sun doesn't shine. That's annoying. But all they're going to hit is a Syncopate, and then we'll kill it, so that Leer isn't that bad. Dollhouse of Horrors does not like this card. I can promise you that. We do need double blue. They'll just exile this, so we don't want to do that. Let's see, do they have Fading Hope? They do not have Fading Hope. Let's just get Lear on the table, and if they exile it with a Brutal Cathar, we just hit it with a Thundering Rebuke, and then we get 2 mana Lear, and then we get to double Thundering Rebuke. Mono White's definitely one of the matchups where you just jam. You just jam your Lear. And you see, by playing it first, we didn't lose anything valuable from the graveyard that would work well with Lear. Nice. They still have a lot of cards. And we're down to a Dollhouse with nothing to exile, because we haven't drawn Wandering Mind or the Kraken. But if they do find Fateful Absence, somehow kill the Lear, the Dollhouse can get it back. A 1/1 Lear is still really effective at what it does. They did find a Faceless Haven. Another Brutal Cathar. Maybe we just chill. Weird. Their order kept them from getting a +1/+1. Add a line. 4 toughness is really annoying. Oh yeah, play it all. Play it all. Here's Lear. I was hoping to do that in combat. Oh well. They really want the 1/1? I'm not that scared of the 1/1 yet. No, 1 more land needed. Or a way to discard this Hull Breaker. Kill it. Bounce it. That's a land. It's a little slow, but it is a land. I can do better. There's a lot of spells that do better than that right now. Ooh, that's not one of them. Well, now we can let Lear die and still get back a token that's a Lear. Sure. Good one. You know that thing has a limitation on it, right? You know it's not just 3 mana exile anything, right? You read the card, maybe? No? Ah, Magic players. Reading card, explain card. Day-night keeps switching with no Brutal Cathars. Feels bad, man. Yeah, still trying to get the Ass Pirate into an attacking position, but it's not there yet. And things just got real. Very real. You're a good target. So we could have gone for double horror there, but I think having this down and ready to flip is a good move. Now they put something on the stack, we can syncopate to bounce it. Not that, though. Too cheap. It won't counter it, but it will trigger the horror. And the horror will bounce it. That's why Syncopate works in the deck. Does trigger their puppers, though, because we exiled a card. That's kind of funny. Oh, yeah, they're going to go for Mega Dog. That's how they're going to get through the Kraken. Discard. Autopay. Free Kraken. We do have to play it on our turn. Brawr! What you gonna do when the Hullbreaker Horror runs wild on you? A soldier has fallen. I mean, it can target this. So, we go, target you, trigger, this, trigger, this, boing, boing. That's nice. What else you got? Show me another trick, please. I have a lot of bile saved up against him mono white. You'll have to forgive my reveling in this, but I'm sure some of you out there have been where I am right now, and you really just want to punish them for just being mono white all the time. All right, what else you got? I'm ready for it. Sad that we saw Dollhouse do nothing because we didn't draw any way to discard our creatures, but nice that we still pulled off the win. Yeah, Jacob on the draw, but I guess we have removal, so if they come out guns a-blazing, as white decks tend to do, we can Zorch them. Our opponents had no sleeves and a Sarkhan Avatar, though. Or maybe they're going to play Izzet. Maybe I should have played this tapped, so I could play this on 2. Yeah, little misanalysis there. For a lot of reasons. But we're gonna chill. Hopefully they give us a target for this Dragonfire, and everything works out the way we wanted it to anyway. Because red-green probably will. Kill it. Alright, important decision. Do we play the Wandering Mind and keep Day-Night from flipping, or do we hold up a Jawari against somebody who missed a land drop? I think we hold up the Jawari. It's kind of scary to put it on nighttime, but we can flip it back. We've got cheap spells here. We'll find a way. Mean to mana-screwed opponents. CGB. You're so mean. You're the meanest CGB. We don't like you no more. Windfall, yeah. Let's get that mana cooking. So we could play the tap land, or we could play this and Fading Hope our Wandering Mind. I actually like this. It flips it back to daytime. And we'll keep that land. They found land number 3, so now they're on the move. It's gonna get real. So what do we play? Let's go Divide by 0. Let's go get Teachings, and let's play our O2. I guess I should have played the O2 and played Divide on their turn, to keep this from just coming down and hasty attacking me again. Yeah, that would have been smart. I'm still hoping to draw like a big creature to use Windfall with. So if we draw Dollhouse, it's live. Oh my. Huh. 2 Snarling Wolves. One Cathartic Pyre for the Inspector. Good call. We've got Prismari Command and a Spikefield Hazard. Let's go with the Spikefield Hazard. Keep the Day Knight from flipping and pass. Pack Leader. Ugh. Sure. These 3 toughness are starting to scare me. I'm getting nervous. They might think about playing around Jwari here, but if they thought about it, they're done. Here they come. 2 damage, make a treasure, because I'm going to need a lot of mana for the stuff I need to get into here to stay in this game. So 13, draw. Not quite it, is it? I think we play this. Maybe we play the Mind? We still could have to counter something important here. And we do find removal, so that's crucial. Let's see what the opponent does with their turn. We might have to counter something. I hope not, because then they get to draw a card when they attack. Okay, another land. Outland Liberator, can't counter that. Let's see what they target here. That is something I can block, though. Could be worse. No card draw for you. And they're trying to stay aggressive. I'm really happy they had something I could trade the Wandering Mind with. Field of Ruin. We can't flip the Day Knight, or we don't want to flip the Day Knight, so let's cast this on our turn. Oh no. What's going on? What is going on? I wish we could have played this now. Maybe playing the Field of Ruin wasn't a good move. Should have at least waited till I saw the cards. Oh, but they draw something I can counter. That's huge. So Syncopate does do something. All right, we need to draw a live card. We could completely fail here if we blank and they hit. Okay, live card. Fading Hope. We'll have Hall of the Storm Giants to block soon, and that's really good against wolves. I have trouble getting over that. The Loner. If they try to give that haste, we just bounce it. Oh man, that's going to get so much damage through, though. Oh no. Oh no. The fire breathing. Alright, so we let them give it haste, because that's one less damage we take on this attack. We don't get to scry, because it's a 4-drop. They knock us to 6. But next turn, when we block the Loner, they can damage us. Oh my gosh, we drew Syncopate. But now it flips Day Knight. Oh god. Oh no. And they draw a land, which is really good. Because now we have to spend mana. Alright, so we need to do this for 4. Do we still have enough to activate Hall of the Storm Giants? It doesn't matter, we have to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have just enough. And now the question is going to be, does the opponent see it? Do they know we can activate Hall of the Storm Giants, or will they run their Slasher into it? A bold move. Maybe miscounted the treasures, maybe hoped I miscounted the treasures. It's just enough. The Dollhouse, what's down there? Jacob is down there, and Wandering Mind is down there. Give me this card. I might be able to flip it next turn. It has haste, actually. That's kind of a big deal. Yeah, I should have done the Wandering Mind first. I forgot about the haste. Oh my god. Do we go to 1 here? Yes, we do, because it's still nighttime. No! Oh my god. Oh. Holy crap. It doesn't transform? It has no backside, it can't transform? No! What a bad way to learn that interaction. Dragon's Fire? It's not good enough. I didn't cast 2 spells, it won't transform it back. I need it to lose Trample. Did I cast 2 spells? No, I discarded, I paid, I did nothing. Unbelievable. Oh, that's a tough lesson to learn. Yeah, it has no backside because it's not a card. There's no flip side. So when you do the flip thing, nothing happens. Oh, what a bad way to learn that lesson.